Boys gang, what up? What's happening? We got a lot to get to. Ain't gonna take
Where do
long
we
to
start?
get to. No. We gonna start. We was disrespectful, mostly you, but disrespectful. I'm putting this on you.
That's okay. Listen. I am here.
The fact that you know where we're going.
No. I'm here. Let's do it.
We had a versus, and we probably wouldn't even talk about this at first, but this is how big it got. We had a versus that went down this past Thursday of R&B Kings. It was headlined by Mario and Omarion with the undercard of Sammie, Pleasure P, Ray J, and who did I miss? Bobby Valentino.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on.
So much.
It was a lot going on. But Johnny, react, because it was a lot.
All right, we got to start with the undercard.
Yeah.
What was such a beautiful train wreck. Like, it was just, first of all, I think it was just way too much testosterone on the stage. Everybody trying to outdo the other person. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I enjoyed the ratchetness of it all. Now, I personally underestimated Pleasure P. That's me. That's me personally.
Well, you've never been in Pretty Ricky, have you?
Say it again.
You never been into Pretty Ricky, have you?
I mean, I know they had joints, but they not like something I'm going to do.
No, you wasn't into it then.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go.
No, because if you was into it, you would have understood.
Yeah. So, shout out to Pleasure P. My apologies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody did okay except Ray J. Like, of course, Sammie can actually sing, but I think Sammie's songs didn't hit the way he thought they did. Bobby V can't really sing anymore, but his songs still hit for me. I think all the Pleasure P shit hit, and then there's Ray J. And then there's Ray J. And then there's Ray J.
Okay. That was a good way of saying it.
It's true. It's high system.
Sammie has probably I think he had the second best vocal range of the night, and it displayed beautifully.
Oh,
right?
agreed.
Like, but he ain't got the songs. He clearly ain't got the songs. That's why he was trying to sing everybody else shit. But okay,
word.
This versus, and we're sticking to the undercard right now because we got to get to the main card. You know what I'm saying? But the undercard, it was a lot of testosterone.
It was so much,
and it realized that like how much Ray J and Sammie didn't have, and how much Pleasure P and Bobby V actually did have. So it's kind of like they could have just been the undercard by themselves if you kind of looked at it through that lens, right?
Yep.
Because the undercard was extremely too long. You had D. Ray Davis hosting, which I think he did a good job for us what he was dealing with.
Right.
Because it was a lot that he had to kind of manage. And then like the disrespect flying around, yo, like
what? Like,
look, I was with all things. Like, I was with all things watching this shit. Like, I was just like, fam, why are they talking so spicy to each other? And this is the other thing you got to realize, right? We forget that because of the target demo of R&B dudes, like we don't think of them as men still. We kind of emasculate them in that way because you don't think that an R&B dude is a street dude. Like he don't fight or he don't have like he doesn't have like that bravado in that way.
Yeah.
No.
Nah. Hey, from what I've seen, like I would say the last 5, 6, 7 years, like the R&B dudes may be more street than like the rap.
And this is the thing too. Like when you rap, it's mostly dudes in the crowd.
Also true.
Now, when you go to an R&B concert, it's nothing but women, and you know how dudes get
when
the women around.
Big fact.
So
okay, you're
the
right.
women
you're
around,
right.
Sammie being super spicy, and Ray J was like, "Hey, whose man's?" Like, I could tell, like he was like, "Hey, whose man's is this?" Like he was like, "Lil Sammie." He was like, "Big Sammie." He was like, "Lil." Like he kept calling. Hey, it was a lot of Lils being thrown around. Lil Bob, Lil Sammie. Like it was like, "Hey, yo, like the spice."
I think Ray J had the bat phone. He was ready to call somebody. Like I saw it in Ray J's face. And not to mention all three of them started harmonizing One Wish in the back. Like fam,
how you mess up your soul that bad? And the memes that came from that moment.
Oh my God. Yo, that shit was so crazy.
It was a beautiful train wreck.
It was.
And me and Johnny was like, texting each other back and forth. Like, I'm trying to watch the draft. Shout out to EJ Liddell, East St. Louis native, who just got drafted second round to the Pelicans in the NBA. So I was trying to watch that and the verses. I'm like, hey.
And Sammie, I feel like Sammie had the most barking energy, but he had on leather. He had on leather tank top.
But he didn't have the song.
He didn't.
Like you said, like you told me, what he couldn't do after I Like It. He said you dropped the mic. Like he's like, you can't drop the mic.
Oh no. You cannot. Oh no, you cannot drop the mic after you sing "I Like It."
But this is the thing. He had the hardest intros for the song. He's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like this song. You know, I don't just do songs. I do movie soundtracks too. And this on Hardball, it had Lil Bow Wow, Lil Zane, the GOAT Lil Wayne. Nobody really cared about Lil Wayne at that point like that. Let's stop it. and then Sammie, produced by Jermaine Dupri. And then he went out there and
sang the hook. He sang the hook. And then rapped Bow Wow's verse.
It was nasty. It was so nasty.
He had...
Oh...
Sammie really had the most I'm the big dog energy and really had the least.
He had nothing to bring.
He had the least.
This nigga kicked off with "I'll Kiss You Through the Phone," and then told Bobby V, who sang a real R&B song, Blackberry Molasses, yeah, which is a classic R&B track. For those who know, that's not for the kids. Like, if you don't know, just go look it up. It was made in '96. Tupac loved it. You should love it too. I don't know, but he said, "Don't nobody know that shit outside of Atlanta." I was like, "Hey, we fighting." I was like, it was so many.
And that was out the gate. That was the first 2 songs that was performed. That was out the gate.
And then a lot of songs Sammie saying did not age well.
Give me what? Which one?
Like, I mean, I Like It, the Hardball song, the Snap song, all them like, Jesus what? Christ. Kiss Me Through the Phone? The fuck out of here! Like, all the Ray J shit didn't age either.
Ray J didn't. Ray J's voice didn't age well. That's what happened there. He didn't prepare. And shout out to Brandy for still like supporting her brother.
I was about to say embarrassing Brandy in that way.
Fam, I know she gave him a good scolding after. Cause man, I can't even score that. Like it's no score. It really should have been. It was just so much.
It should have been Bobby Valentino and Pleasure P, and that would have been a little bit more easier to digest.
Oh, facts, big facts. We probably would not have had as much, big barking on the stage, but
and then we get to the 40-minute interlude because it took them that long to get whatever happened after the fact, after that undercard. Or, our headliners to finally get to the stage.
Right.
But we get our headliners, Mario and Omarion, Johnnie.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'll kick this one off. Okay. I'd just like to say this. Mario Barrett, I would like to apologize.
Yes.
Because we said that it would be a long night for you, and no, you was the bully the whole night.
It was literally the complete opposite. Literally,
it was literally like watching the Locks and Dipset R&B version. Like it literally was like watching that. It's because we gave so much credence to what we saw on paper, and it still had to be performed out, and that's where we got it twisted, right?
And that's the most insane part, right? So. You put me on to the fact that Mario can actually, like, I knew Mario could sing, but how well he can sing, you put me on to that, right? Yeah. But in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, this is Verzuz. Verzuz has gotten to a point where it's a performance thing, right? And I'm thinking, it's Omarion. He performs his ass off. I'm thinking that's the energy Omarion is coming with, and he completely did not. He did not. So... Again, Mario, I'm gonna bring the apology back. Not only do I need to apologize to Mario, I need to apologize to any Mario that ever existed. Mario, Super Mario, Luigi Mario, Mario Lopez, Mario Chalmers, Mario Andretti, like anybody named DeMario, like any Mario. I am apologetic because I was completely wrong in this. I was completely wrong.
And this is the thing, right? Mario, we know that his hits are they're limited compared to what Omarion can bring. Neither one of them got 20, and that's even with Omarion having B2K.
Okay, gotcha.
Like nobody got 20 hits, all right? But Mario still get out there and talk shit and went and performed a B-side that nobody cared about, and it still sound good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the other thing. Mario went out there and performed like some of the like I think Omarion's music has aged a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Like with the stuff that you hear, like I ain't talking about the B2K stuff. I'm talking about his solo stuff, right? I think his solo stuff is aged better now. Some Mario stuff, woo, he got some duds in there. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, hey, look, that I remember that DNA album. That shit was not good to me. Like, you remember the loving you.
Yeah, I like this song.
But it sound like 2009. Like, no, that shit didn't age well. Like, what's the other joint? The other club joint. I was like, hey, nobody played that. They only think they played in the club back then. Like, it was not good. I think How Do I Breathe slapped though, and that was made then.
I think Mario.
No, it was after that.
I think Mario did a brand new song, like in his 20s, and
he started off with Just a Friend. But like in that first 5, it was a new song from the EP he put out, I think in 2021 or 2020. Mm-hmm. But that joint went hard. But Mario has aged better when it came to being an artist. Like, I think, he came out on the child stuff, but he's seen way more mature than his contemporaries.
Yeah. And I'm so glad you said that, because the past how many ever years, a year or two or whatever, Omarion has been on this whole I'm healed, my energy chakras are great and all that, and I feel like all of that has been dispelled now, because
he looking real funny in the light. We gonna get to all that because it's been a big fallout after that. Mm-hmm. But let's stay to the verses so we can continue to give certain people their flowers. But Omarion brought out a few guests, mm-hmm. and all of them bombed.
You think even Tank? Kinda, not. Damn. Yeah. I thought Tank was alright.
Tank was alright, but Tank can do better.
But okay, so I'm thinking maybe Tank did alright only because Omarion and Jeremiah did so bad.
Ooh. And then he brought out Mario brought out I think another rapper or something like that. But it was just like it was a lot going.
He brought out Young Bird.
No, Ray J brought out Young Bird.
Oh shit! Damn, I'm tripping. Oh, that's right.
But it's just like. It was just so much. It's so much, and then Mario shit talking A1 Perico, like it top tier. Like when Jeremiah came out and he was cracking and hitting all them notes, he's like, "Hey, y'all stop, man." And then Jeremiah went and tried to do another song, He was like, "Hey, stop, please."
He said, "Don't bring nobody else out on stage that's off key. Don't do it." And yeah, facts.
And then I didn't know Mario had this much smoke for Omarion.
So me either, but I think it's because people like you and I was like,
yeah. Well, this is the other thing too, right? And it kind of gets. I love the word nuance. Check the OS gang. I've been saying this a lot lately, but when you have someone that actually has a vocal range, talent, and ability, but the machine pushed you. Mm-hmm. So maybe this is my little get back.
Ooh, got you.
My little get back, because Mario has some stuff that happened to him, even though I think he had a decent run when the machine was pushing him, mm-hmm. but certain things just kind of fell apart. Omarion has given chance after chance after chance, and it seems like he's still what the people kind of push in the door, because you got to think about that B2K run, his first 2 solo albums, the Bow Wow collaborative album, even the Maybach Old, and then even the stuff that kind of shortly came after that.
Yep.
And then
and now the fucking Millennium Tour.
Exactly. So you getting all of that, where Mario he ain't doing none of that, but Mario's music is better.
Right.
So especially if you're talking about comparing on the tail end, Mario has a complete range of bodies of work.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, right? So at this point, do you think Omarion's performance in the verses hurts his stock as an artist?
Absolutely. People, I don't know. It's hard for me to say, if this is going to affect booking and things like that, because he's still Omarion. He's still going to be a heartthrob to women. So people are going to go out in droves to see him, especially if he's part of a Millennium Tour type situation. Mm-hmm. But now we get into everything else, because the fallout is becoming real nasty with B2K. The stuff that he was saying on stage about them being background dancers and things like that. And now they exposing this man, which is everybody was chilling. And this is the thing, like B2K was a group that came and went. We didn't ask for it, but yet we're here. Like, it's probably the most manufactured we've probably seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and yet they're always in the wheelhouse. Like, they're like, these niggas never go away because of petty inside stuff.
And I feel like that's going away now. Like with the Verzuz happening, and now the fallout, like the wildest fallout that has happened between those four.
Yeah.
I don't think they could come back from this. Like as a group.
No.
It's no way.
They exposed like his vocals like not being used on tracks. They exposed that he's not even part owner of the name B2K. Everybody else owns it.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Nasty. I'm like, that is like the work is being exposed. And then like Jay Boog was talking about, I think Boog is probably the closest to Omarion when it comes to just them being, I don't even know what to call them, because that nigga called them co-workers at a point.
And see,
like
that's what's super nasty, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they were all still friends or on one accord or whatever, that could have been a moment in the Verzuz with them coming out to perform some B2K shit. That could have been a moment, and maybe would have got him some more rounds.
And then Mario, he brought out the fake B2K.
Yo, fam. That shit was so funny.
Okay,
I really thought that was them at first.
And then he brought out, Mario brought out the "You Got Served" skit. Like, we didn't ask for that, fam. Like, we did not ask for Tommy the Clown.
We really did not.
We did not ask for these kids to come out and crump. This is not.
And then Mario say, "How appropriate! You got the clowns out here."
Hey, yo.
Fam, the shit talking was on 100, bro. I love it.
And then he was like, "I know you want to be a part of Millennium too. Like, you want to be that raggedy shit."
Right.
I said, "Hey,
come on." Hey.
Like, and then slide off to sing a song. Hey, you have to throw hands, not notes. After that, notes should be the last thing.
He wasn't throwing those no way, so it don't matter. It don't matter. He wasn't throwing shit. Spitting out watermelon seeds apparently, but he wasn't throwing no notes. Why are we doing this? Why are we? We just got past Juneteenth. Why are we doing this?
You know who I want to show right now? The ladies. You know, that is y'all fault. That is the monster y'all created. I remember all the Willow Word Up magazines and shit y'all was putting in your lockers back in the day. That's y'all king, huh? Stand by him. No, that's y'all man.
Yeah.
I'm
heard.
I'm hating a little bit.
I know. It's okay. Numerous of my women friends, when they were kids and teens, they had the Omarion and the B2K posters all on their walls at home, in their bedrooms, and in their lockers, kissing that shit. Oh, I'm headed to math class. I'll see you later, Omar. No, this is what y'all created.
That's y'all king.
This is what y'all created.
He up there eating watermelon. Then he handed it to somebody after he was done. Like, hey, yo.
Bro, we are still in COVID. What are we doing? We really passing half-eaten watermelon to people in the crowd. Y'all created this.
Yeah, they definitely.
You built him up only for him to fall. So again, Mario. What's Mario's last name?
Barrett.
Mm-hmm. Mario Barrett. This is Johnny from Oversaturated the podcast. Again,
we know you're listening.
I give my deepest and sincerest apologies because I was completely incorrect. So again, I do apologize.
Yeah, man.
That's my fault.